Hello! Welcome to the end of the first week of 2021 and everything's going swimmingly. Nothing bad has happened this year at all. Great. Anyway, it's me, David, joined by Raj, who seems to be in one of the heavenly bodies. Possibly left to God's testicle. Oh. And Adam, who's still kind of rocking his Kevin Bacon thing, but that's from a different video that's not out yet. But will make sense if you watch a cinema thing.
I've been busy today. You think I'm going to run about this house tearing furniture apart and anything other than a wife beater?
That's true. Anyway, hi. This is the first episode of anything we've done post New Year's, because me and Adam had a New Year's stream, which was basically us drinking and... Oh! Maybe a game, we might do a game, but not now because I haven't made sure everyone has pen and paper. But, hi. Did everyone have a good Christmas? A good New Year's? Good season, which was just cold.
About as good as one can have in aka current circumstances. But yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, how is England?
I think
But apart from that, pretty good.
I think it might be better than here at this point.
No, they're weirdly way stricter, even though it's like they probably should have been stricter way earlier. Like, we had a 6-week lockdown hit us. Well, originally it was supposed to hit us the day after Boxing Day. We got a hit on Boxing Day. But Christmas week, it's... Oh, I want some. I got to see family at Christmas, which was nice.
Freckled hen.
Yay! I got a couple of... So I got from me and Ab's friend Anya. I got my Christmas mug. Yes, that's an Nakatomi flower. And further evidence, my sister's a fucking weirdo. So, Raj, on my birthday, my sister got me a piranha plant lamp from Mario. Right?
I think she's outdone herself this time.
Christmas though, there's a few t-shirts. One was like a nice Tim Burton Batman Returns, the big yellow bat symbol. One was a Deadpool thing. One was orange one with Thor classic on. He has a very small guitar out of nowhere. That really does happen.
I believe they call that a ukulele.
That's not a ukulele, is it?
It is a ukulele.
Oh. But yeah.
Yeah, it's
it's
a very small guitar.
Would you like to see... Okay. Because Adam's seen this. Raj, you have 3 guesses. What am I holding currently? What did my sister get me this year for Christmas?
Okay, wait. Can we do it as like 20 questions? I can ask yes or no.
Actually, yeah. Fuck it. No, fuck it. You got 20 questions. Go.
All right. Is it an animal, mineral, or vegetable?
I think you have to ask, is it an animal, yes or no? I can answer yes or no.
Oh, animal, mineral, vegetable, it's fine.
Oh. Mineral, technically, I think?
Mineral, okay, that's good. Is it a pop culture referential piece of merchandise?
Yes and no? Depending what social circle you're in.
I believe the reference predates the concept of pop culture.
But technically is a part of pop culture. This is where that's a bad question for you. Sorry. Next one?
Okay, this isn't going well so far.
Yeah, I know.
Is it something edible?
Nope. Well, if you tried really hard, but traditionally, no. That's question 3, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of no.
I'm looking at it.
Were you surprised by the present? Okay,
Yes.
you were surprised by the presents.
Yes,
That's
I
interesting. Is it something that is heavy?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it is.
Okay. Is it a piece of memorabilia from a previous battle/war?
No.
Okay. Is it a thing that
really
is referenced in a movie?
This is really exciting for this, but trust me, the payoff's going to be amazing. What was that one? Sorry, I was talking over the question.
Is it something that's referenced in a movie?
This isn't from a movie, but I'm pretty sure some movies have brought up this thing. But this isn't from a movie.
Okay. Is it a pack of cigars?
No. Just because her randomly.
No, I just went out on a I just went out on a whim there.
That lamp's made out of a cigar box, but that's not what we're talking about today.
Okay, right. I got it confused with your lamp. Sorry.
It's easy done.
Yeah. You have 12 left.
Is it something electronic?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not
Is
like
it
not like the piranha plant lamp.
okay? So it's kind of a mineral, but also not really a reference to anything. Okay, is it a plant of some kind?
No. I would have said yes.
Oh, man, this is
I would have
tough.
said yes to plant at the beginning. Then it's not plant.
Oh, yeah, that's true. This is tough.
Question
It's
11.
very tough. Is it something decorative?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, is it a trophy or medal of some
No.
kind? Oh, man.
I hope it's not a trophy.
Wouldn't be very good. Well, depending what kind of competition, yeah. But no,
No.
let's not talk about that. We'll only confuse Raj. Let's not talk like that. We'll only confuse Raj.
Oh, I
Is
was
it
Questions
a
13.
trophy.
is it something sharp?
No.
Why did you look at it when you
No,
said
no,
that?
no. Because there's a couple of chip bits in it, and I just double checked they weren't sharp. No, nothing sharp.
Is it something expensive?
I have no. Actually, I'm not even going to ask that one again because I have no idea how much this costs. Legitimately.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, it's
Does it
sorry, Mr.
seem
Smith.
expensive?
Pardon?
Does it seem expensive?
I don't know.
I don't know if this is a good question.
Yeah, it's more. I
Do you
don't
mind if
know.
I answer that one?
Pardon?
Do you mind if I answer that one?
Go ahead.
This is something that may or may not cost a lot of money, but the two places you're most likely to find something of its ilk are somewhere where people have lots of money or no money.
Wow, that's a very
No in
descriptive
between.
and yet
Yeah. Okay, question 14.
absolutely unhelpful clue.
Question 14.
I don't feel any closer than I was at
I think
question
you're
one.
really
to be
regretting
honest with
asking
you.
20 questions now.
I know. None of them have really helped. Is it something that you're proud to own?
Kinda?
Okay.
I mean, it's
That's
like
good.
it was a surprise. I've never had one before. It's like, huh?
Is it something that you had thought about having before receiving
No,
one?
legitimately no. You have 5 left.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this.
You probably won't, but this is fun. Kinda.
Yeah, this is good. Is it something that?
I feel I should give him a clue.
Give me something to go off.
Raj, ask where it would traditionally go.
Actually,
But I'm only allowed yes or no questions.
yeah, that's what I was going to give him a little bit of a clue because.
Okay.
Honestly,
Does it go in your bathroom? Then?
No. 4 left.
Okay. That doesn't help.
The clue is somewhere in the property that you would call a home. Both it, and by that, when I say property, I mean both inside and outside. Though, to actually give the clue properly, it's an outdoor thing.
And
Outdoor
it's not
thing.
the
Okay.
bathroom either.
Yeah. Though, pretty sure a couple places.
Is it a
now-
barbecue?
No, but you're geographically in the right place, not the right thing though. 3 questions left. Ooh. He could just.
Is it something that you would put in your garden if you don't have a garden?
Yes, I don't have a garden. That's one thing that really made me confused.
Okay, yeah.
Give me this. I don't have a garden. 2 left. He could actually pull this one off.
I feel like I can do it, but it's so.
Think iconic garden. What can you think
Is
of?
it a bonsai tree?
No, but you have 1 left. Remember, it's not a plant.
Ah,
You keep bonsai trees indoor, and it's a mineral.
1 left. Maybe it's. By the way,
Okay, is it a massive?
Wait, before you ask. This is not a Northern Irish thing, by the way. This is traditionally a British garden thing. An older British garden thing. You wouldn't really find them in Northern Ireland. Adam, would you say that's a good clue?
Oh,
I would say you're thinking about people that spend a lot of time in the garden that you might not want to spend a lot of time with.
Yeah, they would have these.
Oh, yeah.
So last question.
Like if you were going to the house,
really trying. That's what I love this.
And you saw this thing or a number of those things, you'd know that you have a certain kind of anorak on your hands.
Mm-hmm. No.
Oh, is it a lawn gnome?
It's a zombie garden gnome.
Yes!
And it's quite heavy.
Let's go!
So,
I did it!
Sharp, there's bits chipped off it. And I was just double checking they weren't sharp. But yeah, it's quite hefty. It's not hollow. Well, it might be hollow, but it's a solid thing. It's a zombie garden gnome. I don't have a garden.
That's actually incredible.
Yeah.
That's great. I like it. I'm actually so happy I got it on question 20.
Yeah, I think the clues did.
After some clues, but you know.
Honestly, I feel
we'll gloss over that.
I feel I had to give you them though, because that's a really specific thing. I would have given you garden gnome anyway, because you got garden gnome. Anyway, yeah. What's the weirdest thing everyone got for Christmas? Mine's a fucking zombie garden gnome.
Weirdest thing.
Yeah, like just you weren't expecting. You don't need to try to top the garden gnome.
No, it's not that. I was having
I don't think I can.
wasn't expecting. I mean...
Okay, that seems to be a dead question. I apologize for asking.
No,
Secondary question. What should I call my garden gnome? Because I haven't thought of a name for this fucker yet. The piranha plant was named... What, pardon?
Grogu.
Grogu? No.
Unbelievable.
Go fuck yourself.
No.
I'm barely
How
okay
dare
with that fucking Yoda thing being called Grogu. No. So I usually, if I get something like this, I usually try to name them. Like I got the piranha plant Mario lamp thing, and I called it Alfred after a friend called it Alfred. And I feel I need a wee name for the zombie garden gnome. I thought maybe Hector.
Oh, you could call him Shaun.
Sean?
Shaun of the Dead?
Ed. There we go. Ed. It is now called Edward. That didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. Yeah, so as
Edward No Hands.
Right.
that hurt me kind of. I don't know why, but it did. Raj, why? Why would you hurt me in such a way?
But in other news, Raj.
Happy New Year!
Oh yeah, Happy New Year!
What is Jeff Bezos up to this time?
Oh, he's no longer the richest man in the world for a while, remember?
It's time for everyone's favourite segment. What's Jeff Bezos up to?
What is he up to?
He's still on his moon shit. He's got that going on.
The only thing I know about him is that he's no longer the richest man in the world. Elon Musk beat him last week or something.
Elon has claimed the throne.
Yeah, and they're both... It's like, we now have all the money in the world. Now we're just going to race to space. I feel like this is like the kind of thing old British gentlemen would do at country clubs going, "Ha, sir, I challenge you to a race to the moon. Ha, I agree. We must do it by St. Smithson's Day."
Actually, right, we have precedent for shit like this.
Okay.
So, basically, two big businessmen in terms of after the Civil War and everything, America, needed some way of connecting things with railways.
Okay.
So, basically, two different businessmen conned the fuck out of the government for funding and raced to where they were going to go. Now, this was probably more on a par with like the original space race at the time, just in terms of economies and old-timey shit being what it was. We had our various Russian leaders versus our various American leaders, doing their thing.
Just wait. By the way, just now.
No, it's been privatized.
Oh no. By the way, just now, I'm just going to throw in Soviet truck rally from Maximum Overdrive.
But if you want, like a nice, more relevant example to all of us, the Flying Scotsman. The reason that train was so famed was because the train companies in England used to race, and it was the first one to run from Scotland to England and average over 100 miles an hour.
What was the old bullshit thing where it's like,
They were going dangerously
yeah,
fast.
yeah, yeah. But what was the bullshit thing? It was like, oh, if a train goes over 30 miles an hour, people will suffocate or some bullshit. Was not
They also thought women's ovaries would fly out of them at that speed. They didn't really know
Oh
what was
my.
going on. Like when steam propulsion was invented, nobody knew what happened when you went quickly. So they came up with some wild ass guesses.
I mean, I've heard worse. Mainly because I'm on the internet and there's so many idiots these days. Oh, so I'm not going to get political, but I have to tell you something, right? So, as we know, something happened in Washington. We're not going to go into politics or anything, but my mate lives there.
Wait, what happened?
Shut up. You know exactly what I mean. And yeah, I was just texting them, making sure they're okay, because you know.
Sorry, let me get my Viking hat.
So I was texting, make sure they're okay.
Oh no.
They were working in they work in IT, so they have to actually go out to the offices still. You know,
Oh, no.
servers and shit. And then I'm fine, but those fuckers set fire to my car.
Oh.
Yeah, and guess what? Apparently there's only one car burnt during that entire fucking thing. It happened.
No, you're joking.
Yeah. Also, the image of them
What did they park?
on the streets. I don't know. To be fair, they could have
Like,
told me
no,
an address.
no, but like
I
near,
would've-
no, but near the
They-
near
they-
the
were
building
parked- they were
where
parked
everything's
they were,
going down.
Where they were working at the time, you know, and then the car was apparently it wasn't
Wow.
completely burnt. It was just like a fire had been set in it. So it's not like a proper Belfast burnt car, but more of a semi-rare burnt car. Adam, don't give me that look. You know exactly what I'm on about.
I do. I was about to say, so what you're saying is this wasn't a riot, it was a picnic?
I was almost out.
I'm sure I can
I'm
actually
sorry.
find an example of a picnic in this.
I love was it one of
Uh,
during this entire horrible thing, live the memes were coming up. One of my favorite ones were it's a Strictly Come Dancing with the 0001, and it just says people in Belfast watching the riots live and judging.
Do you know what? I love the comparisons between our City Hall attempt.
Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so
So Michael Stone was in on it. The Michael Stone ones were great.
this was back. God, this was okay.
'Cause he-
It feels like it wasn't that long ago, but this was genuinely years ago. I think I was in college and shit at the time. It's because the Union Jack was being taken down above City Hall because reasons, even though technically it wasn't even put up anymore. But this was officially being taken down, and a bunch of rioters tried to break in. And very famously, a woman broke a window, stuck her face through some broken glass, and screamed, "No surrender!" Or no, what was it? No surrender, or Ulster says no. It was no surrender because
It was no
she
surrender that
worked in
time.
like I think it was a chip shop or Chinese or something, and people would just ring them up going, "Hi mate, can I have a number 3, a number 4, 2 Diet Cokes, and a cider of no surrender?" And just rinse the fucking place with people just ripping the shit out of it. So, but yeah. Don't think they actually got into City Hall though. I think it's broke through windows, wrecked the garden.
No, they tried to get in, but I mean, there's a bit of a difference there.
Well, because the other fuckers were let in. Okay, no, that's getting political again. Let's not.
No, there's a bit of a
Hey.
difference there just in terms of the buildings and how it works. But there is one thing about that old flag riot that's very different. Most of Washington were basically like, what are they at? Whereas I was looking out one side of my street and the burning car and a water cannon on the other side of the street, I was just like, right, I guess I'll go to the shop that way.
Unfortunately, that paints a very strange.
Stayed that way
okay,
for
here's the thing,
months.
this paints a very strange view of Northern Ireland, but unfortunately, that's kind of Northern Ireland. But yeah, okay. So the last thing we'll mention is right. So there's a meme out. So there's a meme right now, right? And I feel I've accidentally become it, which is the guy sitting in a crappy little takeout, and there's 2 guys beating the shit out of each other in the background. One just says Britain slowly collapsing, America burning alive, and just the guy checking his phone, Ireland trying to see if this affects their Amazon orders. Guess what? All this shit has affected my Amazon orders.
Oh no.
Yeah. So for Christmas, it's a spoiler. My nephew can't watch it because there's only one. But I bought this like little nightlight thing, like projects on the ceiling of like the ocean or stars or some shit. It was supposed to it was ordered late, but its predicted date was Christmas Eve. I keep getting.
I buy one of them too.
Yeah, they're great because my sister had one for my niece, but it broke. It's like, oh yeah, we'll have that one for Grayson, but it still doesn't come. I keep checking, and the dates moved from a week in advance to cancelled indefinitely, and it's done this like 3 times.
Oh no!
It's like, just tell me it's cancelled or not. Like I haven't ordered anything off Amazon in a while because like I don't know if I'm ever going to get any of this thing. Brexit's starting to annoy me. Well, I say starting to. It's been annoying me for the last 4 years.
I'm sorry, Dave, you've missed the biggest point of this fucking problem. I can no longer buy whiskey on Amazon.
Oh shit! Do you know what? You can't buy in Northern Ireland anymore? Buckfast. Look at the pain. Look at the no. Look at the pain on Anne's face. Look at the pain on Anne's face.
No, that's only going to pain me in the sense that I can't go out at the minute anyway. The only time I ever want a bottle of Buckfast is when I've had a skinful and I'm visiting the Hatfield anyway, so you know.
Or if you're 14.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah, that's
like,
basically
you're like, it's like you knew your English. You didn't think what's going to happen to Northern Irish 14-year-olds. What are they going to drink? White Lightning? Can you get
what is Lurgan going to do now?
Okay, that's a very, very specific Northern Irish joke right there. Raj is sitting going, well, that seems funny. I assume. Oh, okay, we're actually okay. Let's get into actual shit. I was about to say favorite film last year, but nothing came out. Did anything come out at all?
Hang on. There were some things that came out last year.
I watched Wonder Woman. It was grand. I just feel it's not aimed at me. Like I think my niece will fucking.
What, 1984?
Yeah, it's
Wonder Woman.
All right, so.
Yeah, I didn't get watching it yet, but the way you described it.
Yeah. So it's not DC gritty and the stakes and everything being a bit weird. It is a bit weird, but it's comic weird. It's not as violent as the other movies. It's not even as violent as Shazam, by the way. It's like a proper. The way I describe the film is it's not for me, but I feel it's made for younger women. I feel like nieces would love the shit out of this movie. You know, it feels like that kind of thing. It's still some really fun moments. Like what's his face? Chris Pine. That's his name, isn't it? Played Steve Trevor. He's back in it. He is a delight. Guy who plays the Mandalorian. I forgot the actor's name. He plays Maxwell Lord. He's
Something Lopez, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. He's in Game of Thrones and everything. I can't remember his name though. It's annoying me. Everything these days. He was great in it. It was fun. I watched like half of Soul. I mean to finish it. I was watching it with Christmas with family, but I was drunk and tired, and I'd eaten all the turkey, and I just wanted to go to bed, and my sister's dog just kept barking. I didn't want to wake the kids, so I just went to bed.
Soul was good.
His name is Pedro Pascal.
Thank you. Sorry.
Soul, I gotta say, it really. Do you know the only problem I had with Soul is not so much a problem with the film. It's the fact that they have taken the concept of parceling emotional trauma into a commercial product via animation, and they've industrialized it. Pixar have got that down to a fucking T. Like, you see the opening scene of Up, they were hitting their stride, but Soul is just.
Have you seen Soul yet, Raj?
I have not, no.
Okay, so
I am somewhat interested.
Actually came up right. I watched this.
Yeah.
I watched that with my daughter's mom. I watched it like on Boxing Day. The two of us, you know, were able to see each other in the sense that we're one fucking household.
Yeah, you get the shared bubble and things. Yeah.
Yeah, but because of the disappointment that was Christmas, that's irrelevant. We had Yeah, we'll go. We'll have, we'll do some lunch. We'll have some wine and relax and let our kids become completely addicted to Mario Kart.
Oh,
And
oh wait, no, wait. I was going to ask about the Switch. Leave that to the end.
yeah, we'll do the Switch separately.
Yeah.
But yeah, we watched Soul. At one point, it scared the fuck out of her
Was it
in the Great
Ooh.
Beyond.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, and then the creatures,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
lost souls, scared the shit out of her.
but before you,
And then on top of that, at one point, I'm just sitting there. My axe is on the other side of my daughter, and Soul just Pixar, as a company, the whole fucking company
destroyed you.
just turned around and came after her. They attacked her.
Did she cry?
She was just sitting there watching a movie on Boxing Day, and they walked in and they slapped her about with this shit about how she's done fuck all with her life. Like they directly described her. It's like the fucking librarian one. Oh my good god.
Oh no. So there's one thing which Raj.
She's also a lapsed trumpet player, so you got that going too.
Okay, that means, yeah, watch the film, makes sense. But okay, I'm not going to talk about anything about the movie except for one character. And Adam knows why I'm on top of this character. There's like this weird psychedelic pirate guy who can move between the afterlife and the real world because he can transcend reality while spinning a sign or some bullshit. It's Graham Norton.
So what are you talking about? Graham Norton, like as the ideal candidate for being a
I
soul.
wasn't ready to watch an American-made Pixar movie and then hear Graham Norton be a main character. Were you?
I actually
Raj,
have.
are you?
I've just Dave. Before
I
we
mean,
go,
no.
Like, I remember him, like, this whole thing, pretty much his entire character is almost identical to the character he played in Father Ted. So I
Dave?
got that, yes.
Dave, I want you to chill a little bit about that,
Why?
just while I check something out. Do you remember?
But it actually is.
No, it is Graham Norton.
No, it is Graham
Yeah.
Norton. It's Graham Norton in the version we watched, but Pixar do this.
Oh shit, is it different in every country?
I want to check that he's not one of them.
Oh right. That could be it.
Ooh.
Oh, but that would be a really weird big part to change. Cause I know I've not seen it. The animal one, Zootopia. I know they changed the newsreaders and shit. And in was it Inside Out? They changed the vegetable she doesn't like at the beginning and stuff.
Yeah, they regionalized.
Oh, okay.
They regionalized
Yeah.
quite a lot of bit characters actually. Cars is a good example. I think they had about 5 different.
God, that's the only Pixar movie I genuinely fucking hate.
I didn't mind it
Which
too
one?
much, but
Cars. I don't like Cars.
his agent.
Oh, okay.
So his agent was a well-known person in different countries.
Oh,
For example, in the UK, it was Jeremy Clarkson.
no wonder I did like the movie.
Really?
So is
Wow.
this the random space pirate Graham Norton in every movie, or is it just this one? Also,
It looks like he's in every one.
okay. But yeah, it's just really nice to randomly have Graham Norton be a charming, psychedelic, camp, space pirate ghost thing.
Also, isn't Richard Ayoade in it as well?
Yes, he plays shit. What are they called? Like, they're not angels, they're not God, but they're all like these line drawings that represent celestial beings, and they've all got the same name. One of them is Richard Ayoade. It's like, it's like Greg or Bob or something.
He's Terry. The rest are Jerry. He's Terry.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Huh. Did anyone see Tenet? The movie that was supposed to save cinemas worldwide.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
I did.
Was it any good?
I feel like it's definitely most comparable to Christopher Nolan's previous films, such as Inception, in particular.
Okay.
But I feel like it tells
isn't
a
it-
more complicated. It tells a more complicated story, but doesn't tell it better. In fact, it tells it worse.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's one of those films where you could tell he had a vision of like, oh, I mean, basically, I won't spoil like end in case you watch it, but there's like a certain action payoff.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that was the idea that he had in mind of like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if these sorts of things were happening on screen? And then he thought, oh, I have to write a story around this to try and justify it. And that sort of it just feels like the whole thing was kind of half put together. And also, it's just an issue, like, other people have raised this as well, is that
Is the sound?
characters are talking,
Yeah.
and the music is too loud. It's too bassy and it's just like, wah, wah. You can't hear what people are saying. And it's a film where you have to pay attention to what people are saying.
Yeah, because it's
Christopher Nolan likes to have
so it's like
exposition dumps in his
it's
films.
like Inception. So it's a hard. Well, I say hard, a hard-ish sci-fi movie. So explanation seems important, but then you can't hear.
Yeah, like you need to know what people are saying, and in several moments in the film, you can't hear what people are saying.
The only
and
thing,
to me, that really affected things.
The only thing I know about the movie is that Robert Pattinson had to sneak off to audition to play Batman during it, and he was trying to make an excuse. Apparently, this is how it went. Like, he went to Christmas. Oh yeah, I'm not filming. Family emergency. Blah blah blah. And he's turned around. You little shit! You're auditioning for Batman, aren't you?
Oh,
Robert.
And he had to tell that to Christopher Nolan, right?
It's where Christopher Nolan worked
Batman trilogy director.
Yeah. Who apparently is in talks with Warner Brothers to come back to do another Batman movie.
Do you know what we did have?
Go on.
Do you know what we did have? Now Prime was very clear on this. We had Prime try and ram after we collided down our throats. I still don't know what that's about.
I don't think I watched it.
It is.
I've seen that. It's advertised as well.
God awful romance, as far as I can tell. But it also has been ramming down my throat. Obviously they've got their hands on A Star Is Born.
Oh, I've seen the adverts for that everywhere.
That is not a new film, but I have seen it. The first time I turned it off after about 15 minutes. Now,
this is the Lady Gaga one, isn't it?
to give you the premise of this,
Mhm.
I turned on a dodgy stream of this, but it actually turned out to have decent audio and everything else. On my projector, with a girl I'd brought home on the premise that, hey, my bed's a cinema. When this film came out, and you know what? We still both just went, no, this needs to go off.
Wait.
I had to entertain her with my charming anecdotes. That's how bad that starting was for that film. No, don't get me wrong.
No, I feel so sorry for her.
Visited because music people. Dear God, it doesn't matter what comes out this year. It's got to be an improvement on last year.
Okay.
As far as I know, Jurassic Park is still on track.
That's the only film, the first one being on film. So I got a list of stuff that came out. We're going to have a wee quick run through to see if this is.
Wait, I already know the answer though, because in the UK, I think it was either January or February, Parasite was released here. So technically, if you count it as a 2020 film, then that is like the winner.
I mean, Bad Boys for Life came out. That might have actually been the last thing I seen in the cinema.
Bad Boys.
It wasn't bad, but it's like that's the last thing I seen in the cinema. Birds of Prey.
I do not have Sonic the Hedgehog on that list.
I haven't got there yet.
Oh, you got it in a different order.
Yeah,
that was out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
I remember.
Invisible Man. Fuck that came out in 2020. That's how long 2020 was. Invisible Man came out.
That was 2020.
God, that was
yeah.
Did you see it?
It's crazy.
Oh,
I didn't see it. Creepy.
Oh, I would recommend it. I would recommend it. It's really good.
Is that actually good? I was wondering about it. Because the thing is, I would have ended up.
Oh shit! All right, we're recording this live, right? I just got a text in chat with Egerton going, "Oh, what is happening here?"
What is happening here?
Right,
we're recording.
My dad would have
very professional
encouraged me, like towards H.G. Wells and all that.
Oh, okay. So, in regards to an adaptation, it's not a straight adaptation. It's more of a
movie should straightly adapt that book.
Yeah, this one does it really well. So it's a woman getting away from her abusive, controlling ex. The ex in question it's the same name. He is the Invisible Man, and it's her trying to escape him, and then him just slowly ruining her life. I don't really want to give him more away because it's
okay. That sounds
honestly
like a
good don't even watch the trailer. It's great, and it's directed by the guy who wrote the first Saw movie and was the other guy in the bathroom. Apparently, he's on a train. Never mind about Egerton. He's not joining. He's on a train currently.
Okay, I guess he can't. Okay.
Query.
Oh,
Is the Call of the Wild? I've seen a couple of ads for that. I don't know if either of
Is
you
that the creepy CGI dog thing with Harrison Ford? I heard that was shite.
No, that's not what that is it?
I think it is. One
that was
second.
something else, I think.
New Mutants came out. Did anyone watch New Mutants?
No, you're right, it is. Apologies. That is not
The Call of the Wild, yeah.
Yeah, did anyone watch New Mutants? The movie that was
No.
to be the complete send-off to Fox's X-Men franchise, and it was alright. Wasn't great, though. I don't think of anything like really just standing out that came out this year.
I'm having a
Oh, I got one.
Go on then.
I recently watched The Trial of the Chicago 7 on Netflix.
Oh, how was that? That is...
Oh my.
That's Aaron Sorkin, isn't it? Aaron Sorkin? Aaron Sorkin.
Aaron Sorkin directed work.
Yeah.
It had Sacha Baron Cohen, Eddie Redmayne, a bunch of other people in it as well, and it was very good.
Oh, completely different.
Really well written,
God
funny,
damn.
and
One sec.
and the problem is I watched it maybe 2 days before events in the US,
Oh.
so it felt a little
As a
bit.
complete palate cleanser, completely different genre. Did
Real.
you watch Palm Springs?
No.
Honestly, it was amazing. It's really fun. It's the take on the whole you're stuck in a repeated time loop thing. Except, unlike Groundhog Day and many other things, more than one person is stuck in the day. It stars Andy Samberg from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and everything. Christine Miliotto, who... Fuck it, did you watch How I Met Your Mother? She was the mother.
Shit, you know what came out?
Yeah, you know what? No, I've got the best bit. This is the bit that's going to make Adam want to watch it, right? Because these two are in this time loop, there's someone else, played by J.K. Simmons, who's really fucked off with Andy Samberg's character, who hunts him for sport in this time loop. So he just comes out of the desert in a fucking ghillie suit with a crossbow and shit. It's actually great.
Okay, I'm sold.
Yeah. Oh,
sold.
yeah. I loved it. It's one of those movies that properly made me laugh and go. Especially the scene where it's like, have you had sex with anyone in this thing? And they run through everyone who's had sex with, like, okay. It was quite funny. I'd recommend it.
I've just found one.
Go on.
I'm really upset. I clicked on the title, sort of, especially because I saw Terry Crews, who I love. Can't get enough of Terry Crews.
What was Terry Crews in this year?
John Henry. No.
Oh, I heard that wasn't great.
Before I clicked on the plot, I was excited because the idea of the John Henry story,
yeah,
like as in John Henry, battling the steam hammer.
Yeah.
There could be room there for a film.
I'm waiting for the disappointing butt where he just melts into his chair looking disappointed.
Here we go.
No, that's not what we're getting. We are getting John Henry is a film starring Terry Crews and Ludacris. It is a thriller inspired by the folklore of John Henry, with a plot that follows an ex-Los Angeles gang member who must help two immigrant children who are on the run from his former crime boss.
This doesn't.
At what point does that at all get inspired by it? Is the crime boss a massive steam engine chasing them about?
How do you know? It's the Fat Controller. Sorry. Did anyone watch Mank on Netflix?
No.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's really good. Adam, if you haven't seen it, it is the story of Herman J. Mankiewicz. Sorry, once again, reading occasionally. I just watched it the other day. It's really good. It is the man who wrote Citizen Kane. And it was directed by David Fincher. Stars Gary Oldman as the character. But it's filmed completely in a style available to the day. That's audio, video, everything. The transitions, it's made like an old Hollywood movie. And honestly, it works really well. Also, I just love Gary Oldman.
Okay, I do have one here that I've been recommended.
Okay.
My good friend, which...
If they say Monster Hunter, don't believe them.
No, he recommended Inheritance to me.
Oh, wait, is that the one where the family have to go to the grandmother in the woods?
I believe so.
Oh, I thought that would be a good one.
With Simon Pegg, yeah.
No, wait, no, wrong one. No, that's shit. It's the one where Sam Pegg.
Yeah, this one has a 25% on Rotten
Yeah, that one's
Tomatoes. I
supposed to
don't
be.
think it's that.
He's supposed to be good in it. What's her face? Phil Collins' daughter's in it. Lily Collins?
Lily Collins.
Apparently they're
Yeah,
good at it.
yeah,
Apparently
that's the one. So that's
apparently
not
they're
worth
good at
watching.
They're shit. That's shit. But Lily Collins
He,
is in mine.
he
She's really good in it.
really enjoyed it. Now,
I'm thinking of the
has everybody enjoyed the ads for My Spy?
My Spy? Is that the one with Dave Bautista?
Yep. Have you seen?
Is that the one that's still being? Is that the one
thought
still being
like
advertised on
2019 or
BuzzFeed?
something.
Yeah. The ads are so bad, like you couldn't ever watch that
Isn't
film.
it just basically a remake of The Pacifier?
Yeah, that's the thing. I saw The Pacifier when it came out by accident because
Or if we're
we were late
or
for cinema.
if we're really going back with it, was it Mr. Nanny with Hulk Hogan or something? That's really going back now.
But yeah, that's the general gist. You're right. But it is The Pacifier remade with Dave Bautista.
I love Dave Bautista, as you know, but
That's because you are Dave Bautista.
okay.
A few burgers in between them.
I will. You couldn't just let me have it, could you?
No.
Did anyone watch Mulan and all the
Unbelievable.
culturally dodgy things about that one?
No,
Oh, I can't watch
yeah,
that.
it's because no, you would have thought that I would. I had to watch Mulan, but actually, I was busy with Hamilton.
Oh yeah, I did watch the Disney one. It was fun. Music's great. I loved your guy from Manhunter playing Mad King George.
I want to kill myself every time I hear one of the songs out of it at this point.
Oh no, how many times have you been made to watch it? Or did they
It's
just
not
get
that
stuck in your head?
Into the songs, you got to remember that Alexa and Eliza are friends now.
Oh no. Oh no.
Even though we have terrible arguments, all three of us.
Oh no, how many times have you had to listen to I'm Not Gonna Miss My Shot?
I don't actually know.
Are you okay?
No. It hurts me. I mean, to be honest, I miss the days when Eliza couldn't think of anything else other than Taylor Swift to ask Alexa to play.
I mean, there was always the one thing that came. Oh, Sonic. Because are you sure something like this year? That was last year.
Sonic came out this year.
Okay, then Sonic. Still not seen it. I kind of want to.
It was on Valentine's Day. Yeah.
But then there's the movie that came out. Was it just before the New Year? The one movie that no one really wanted or expected. The sequel to Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
No, that exists.
Yeah, it's called We Can Be Heroes. Yeah.
Dave, I think I've just found something much more relevant to you. I didn't know about this.
Wait, no, stop
No,
a
okay.
second.
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
a sequel
Yeah,
to Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Robert Rodriguez got back, and apparently,
Hold-
yeah, it has the entire cast
The
back.
front
Did you freeze?
door.
Okay, you froze for a good second.
No, I didn't.
Close the front, and then you just froze for a while, and then door. Yeah, I think it's on Netflix.
Dave,
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm afraid I have bigger news on that front.
go on.
Do you know what else came out?
What?
Deep Blue Sea 3.
Wait, hold up. There's a Deep Blue Sea 2?
Yeah, there was.
Why?
I don't know, but they did.
I think you should hold the front door as well, David.
I mean, I like the first one, but it's more of, I didn't even know they'd made it. I assume they're strict to DVD or video on demand or some shit. They have to be.
That one.
I'm assuming they're both.
A direct sequel. It doesn't fuck you. Why would you not just tell me? Release. Yes, release. What kind of release?
I'm assuming video on demand. Or straight to video or DVD or whatever they're calling it now.
Okay, there was a sequel to Shark Boy and Lava Girl last year.
Yeah,
I don't understand why we've glossed over this.
I wasn't glossing over it. He's brought up Deep Blue Sea. Yeah, Robert
I
Rodriguez made a
meant it
sequel.
like in a related way because it's fucking ridiculous that either of those things
Yeah.
happened.
Apparently, Shark Boy and Lava Girl have a child, which raises questions because isn't she made of lava? That's just.
A lava shark?
Yeah. Thing is, though, I can kind of believe he'd make it because that Robert Rodriguez made like what 9 Spy Kids movies.
Yeah, there were a lot of those.
Oh yeah, can we talk about Robert Rodriguez for a second? Because like Desperado, Machete, Spy Kids with Machete, by the way. Danny Trejo's in both movies playing Machete.
Yeah, it's clear the person.
Yeah, and it's like Sharkboy Lava Girl, Sin City. It's like, man,
He made Sin City
you
as well.
just you just make whatever you like, don't you?
Has anybody watched Sin City 2? I keep
Yes,
meaning
I went
to.
to see it when it came out. I went to see it on my birthday. I was very drunk, and it was kind of shit. It wasn't great.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
This is how you know it's
That's
not great, but also maybe great. Eva Green's breasts have more screen time than Mickey Rourke. I'm not even joking,
Nice.
by the
The
way.
cover art is kind of where I was going in that direction, so now I know.
But yes, there you go.
I might give it a watch.
For
might
two
do.
obvious reasons. The only good bit in it, right? The only good bit in the
Yeah, I
entire
love
movie.
Mickey Rourke.
Yeah. No, but the only good bit in Sin City 2 isn't from the comics. It's like the short story they made up for the movie, and it involves Joseph Gordon-Levitt in a poker game. The rest is kind of eh. Like, I read the Sin City comics. They're very much a like guilty pleasure kind of thing. It's all guns, tits, and violence. It's not really substantial.
I have no guilt over any one of those things.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, Raj.
The film, I think, is like the only film that actually does like an anthology set of stories right. Because there are a few films that are like that, but I don't feel like any other film apart from Sin City has been really good.
I feel like it really
In my opinion.
delivered on that.
Well,
You're right. It delivered the anthology thing in such a like good way, because I've seen so many films with convergent plots and everything else. And you're right, Raj, that one just definitely.
yeah. The sequel doesn't. The sequel pisses it up to a wall. But the first one, yeah, I love the first one.
Do you know what was
I'll watch
it?
the first one again.
Was it Smoking Aces or was it Lucky Number 11? One of those two did convergent plots. One of them was shit and one of them was good. They came out about
I
the same
liked
time.
both of them.
No, but one of them was shit compared to the other one in terms of the
I
plot
would
thing
say,
I'm talking about
I
here.
would say you're thinking of Smoking Aces, because Lucky Number 11 was more of just a singular plot that just occasionally jumped through time. But it was more of a...
No, Lucky Number 11 was about convergent plots over time that ended up being him, you know, how that situation was created.
Yeah, but I wouldn't really call it the same as Converging Plots, whereas... my God, you literally just said the name...
Now that you
No, you said the name of the other movie, and I blanked it.
Smoking Aces.
Thank you so much. I saw my blank
That was what I would consider the worst
Oh,
film
by the way,
in the sense, but it did deliver convergent plots.
the
Okay,
weirdest fact I know about that movie was the first on-screen death of Ben Affleck.
you know what, we'll see about that. He's been looking at me.
Oh no,
funny
no, it was
lately.
like the first on-screen, like he hadn't died in the movie before. It's like, okay, let's have speed freak Nazi Chris Pine kill him in a drive-by. Raj, is your connection okay? You've turned into a bit of a freezing ghost. Are you still with us? Are you? Can you hear me?
My connection's very good. I'm still here.
Yay! So I was just double checking because we were
Big
worried.
Roger!
Are we here?
Yeah, we
Are
can
any
see.
of us here?
Oh, okay. So back on to Christmas. How did your daughter like the Switch that Santa and Santa alone got her?
Loves the shit out of it.
Hey.
Yeah, Mario Kart is totally. I honestly saw it as being.
I apologize if you hear children screaming. It's not Adam's. My neighbor's kid is literally screaming through the wall. In Polish, I believe. Just in case the microphone's picking it up. So Mario Kart.
Yeah, loves the shit out of it. Has been absolutely romped at it too, and is just like, okay, Daddy, I believe you now. I mean,
She's beat the shit out of you, know?
no, I trashed her
Ah, okay.
with
nice.
but with no like, there's no holding back there. She shit talked me for quite a bit about it. And it's one of those things where, like, if she had been like, "Do you want to play with me?" There'd have been some chill. She didn't. She shit talked me. She's like, Daddy, I'd beat you in a race. I'd wreck you.
Oh
Oh,
god,
oh, oh.
I miss
What
Mario.
am I
I
gonna do?
like
there?
it.
See, I kind of miss Mario Kart, but Mario Kart's the reason I didn't have an N64 for 4 months. Do you know why? My mother stole it to play Mario Kart. My mum is weirdly, freakishly good at Mario Kart. I think everyone has a game, even if they don't play games. Everyone has a game. Hers is fucking Mario Kart. My granny's was GoldenEye.
I feel like that's true for like. I feel like anyone could play Mario Kart. Like I haven't found anyone who doesn't like it. It's just one of those,
See,
brilliant
see,
things that just people like.
I got way into racing games whenever I was a teenager. Like, I was on a team in Forza Motorsport uh, to the point where I have still standing records on certain laps.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah.
I just got way into it. It's not really a thing. There's a lot of records to have there. It's not like, that big an achievement.
Pardon me. Okay. Question. Because unlike films, we did get some good games this year. Any favourites that you had? That won't just be the Game Awards all over again. Because holy shit, out of nowhere, Last of Us 2 just won everything.
Oh,
And
well,
started
it's not
half an
going to be
hour
Last
early.
of Us 2.
I'm still
That's
really pissed off, by the way. I was like starting like half an hour early just to get through some of the technical awards. Like, you bastards.
ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Probably
Could you
Spelunky
just
2
open
for
that
me.
One second. Could you just open that with a screwdriver?
It's a flathead. It's perfectly reasonable use for it.
Fair enough. Just Splunky 2.
Spelunky 2, you can see on my Discord right now is like a little icon profile picture. That's from Spelunky 2. A lot of people are going to say Hades, which I also think is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were a big proponent of it.
No, I don't love it as much as other people do.
No, but you were.
I think it's very good.
It's okay to like a game, even if the fan base are annoying as shit.
No, it's because you were a big proponent.
No, it's not. It's not the fan base.
Getting some awards
Yeah.
is what I mean. I'm not saying.
Yes, because it was up against a bunch of stuff that I didn't. Yeah, it's because it was up against a bunch of stuff I didn't care for, and I like the studio, so that's why I was sort of rooting for Hades in a way to win against the other games that were nominated. I feel like the sort of game that Hades is, like if you read a lot of the reviews for it, they come from people who don't play a lot of roguelite games. So these sort of randomly generated runs, and you basically play it over and over again. And Hades is trying to use that to tell a story, and I think in the process then kind of compromises some of the gameplay. Like the enemies are a bit too samey, some of the bosses are a bit spongy, stuff like that. There aren't a lot of weapons, and I don't get the sense that the runs really diverge a lot from one another. Like that, you get runs that are very different from one another. It becomes a little bit repetitive.
Is it kind of like not splitting the stories and doing that randomly generated thing actually ends up with it being more similar? Is it more like, the way with RPGs, when you play a lot of them, single player, you're talking like, okay, all your random encounters do get a bit samey over time? Is it like that, but too much of it is that?
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing. It's just the big thing is that enemy variety. There just isn't enough of it to really sustain you for playing it over and over again. And you only have, I think, there's only 6 weapons, and you kind of have to know them after a while anyway. And the story is interesting. It looks great. Music is great, but I just feel like it isn't as immediately like pick up and playable as something like Spelunky might.
Okay. Adam,
Which doesn't have as good story, doesn't look as good, but
But it's very varied. From what I played the first one. So Adam, what would be your favorite game of this year or last year?
I can actually tell you that very clearly and simply.
Go on.
Because I didn't buy many new games last year. I was actually busy as fuck with work.
True.
You know what? The only game from last year I currently have is Doom Eternal.
Nice.
I played a grand total of 4.5 hours.
So is this kind of okay? Is it winning on technicality, or do you just genuinely like the game as well? 'Cause
No, I do enjoy the game, and I've got stuck into the story rightly. It's just I have not got. You would think I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have so much time to play games,
yeah, 'cause
but with
you had
everything,
nearly a month off work for Christmas holidays.
yeah, the last month is the only time I've got to play that. Like everything else I've bought this year was measured in minutes before last month, and even then, I've had a lot going on. Doom Eternal's got to clinch it for me. Wait, when was Dead by Daylight's age? Is it?
That's me.
Or no,
That's years back. I only played it like 2 missions from
Yeah,
the end.
that was a while back.
yeah, no. I got to play a little bit of Dead by Daylight.
Well, okay.
No, I'm just
About that.
thinking about
So
what I got
we've
to
played a
play.
wee bit of Dead by Daylight. We played a wee bit of GTA Online, which was a fun bit of way to take up some time during the New Year's stream.
Oh no! I played The Outer Worlds, which apparently was released in October 2020. That's definitely wrong.
That's definitely wrong. That's no, that's
Yeah.
definitely wrong.
Oh no, it was the Steam release was in
Ah.
October. That's why.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed playing Outer Worlds. In terms of new and upcoming games, there's a few you've mentioned that are interesting, but there's just nothing. There's nothing I'm really.
I just say,
I want.
you mentioned Outer Worlds. I've been playing Outer Wilds, which was released
Yeah,
in the
we were
same
talking
year,
about this.
and has I actually think Outer Wilds you might really like, and
I've
I
seen
actually
it,
think
looks
it's
cool,
like
yeah.
I think it's like incredible.
We were talking about this.
I
'Cause
think
when
one of the best games to come out in the last few years. I think.
when we were talking about Outer Wilds versus Outer Worlds, I said, right, I'm buying Outer Worlds because I'd been wanting to buy it, and you were like, no, buy Outer Worlds, and I was like, or Wilds, and I was kind of like, no, let me
Then he got
go with
confused.
this one first. And we, if you remember, that conversation was a clusterfuck, but we got there in the end.
And in the end, you bought the wrong one.
I mean, if you want to talk about it, Adam, if you
No,
want to,
I
Hey.
understood your argument for Outer Wilds. It's just that Outer Worlds, the people who made it, everything else, it was one of those ones where I needed to see it,
I enjoyed it.
Okay, yeah.
And I gotta say, do you know what? It's a damn pretty game.
It's also quite well written because it's the same team who made fucking Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, the characters are good and everything else, but what I was surprised by was how good looking it was, given my hardware. Okay, it's okay, but it's not great these days. It's why I haven't bothered buying Cyberpunk.
Oh, then we get on to my game of the year, and I have to and ah about this one because that game is buggy as fuck. Even playing on a decent PC, it is buggy as fuck.
Dave, did you find out what graphics card you have yet?
No, but my flatmate
It's
literally told.
extremely relevant
No,
to this conversation.
Here's the thing. My flatmate literally told you over New Year's on microphone. He went, "Oh, that one," and you forgot.
But we were drunk.
I know. So, Cyberpunk.
So you can check.
Okay, sure. So it's buggy as fuck, yes, but at the same time, it's still a really fun game. It's still a really good RPG. It's still really good getting to immerse yourself into the world, even though occasionally you will literally watch someone disappear into the ground and watch their head just walk along like nothing's happened. Or in one case, have a very important cutscene where you're like, I can't see who I'm supposed to be talking to. This briefcase is just floating. Oh, they spawned into the room next door and I can hear them through the wall. Other than shit like that, it was still really good. And honestly, Keanu Reeves as Johnny Silverhands is one of the more interesting video game characters of the last few years, even if he is a real giant dickhead. Did everyone freeze? No, they didn't. There's like fucking asshole.
Dude, you're talking about Cyberpunk, of course.
So-
We're gonna freeze.
Yeah. We were just reflecting the bugs in the game.
Yeah, but other than okay,
I
look,
freeze it.
it's one of those things of that, and I think Cyberpunk may have got too much hit over that because there have been other bigger games to release in way worse conditions.
I don't generally buy games straight out of the gate.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I do that is because, oh my god, dog shit buggy. I will give you an example of one of the worst worst, most egregious examples I've ever come
Is
across.
it a Bethesda game?
No.
Oh, that's surprising.
No, when I started playing Warzone,
Oh, right, got you.
it was actually reasonably mature.
Wait, did you play during its beta?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about when it was out and running and had been for some time. And people were just living with the crashing issues. They were living with it taking 200 gigs of your hard drive. I had to go and fuck about with a bunch of config files. I had to rename the launcher after the game was running in order to stop it from crashing. And after that, it performed fine. I never really had... One thing I did find to be a problem with it was its performance was dog shit on my other PC, which, okay, it's got a 2 gig 1050 and a... no, it's got an okay... It's got a second gen i5 quad core in it that's reasonably okay. But the thing about it was that no matter what specs you had people across the board just having serious problems with it, where it would just crash out for no reason in a ranked competitive game.
Sorry, shit. No, I don't know. We did the New Year's stream. Adam, how many times
It
did your
crashed
computer
because I
die?
was running Discord.
How many times did your computer crash that night?
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did have a separate issue with the computer because I'd forgotten that I'd gotten drunk and I'd overclocked the processor more than I already have.
No, Raj, it's like, okay, we're going to play Warzone, it's going to be great. We got 2 games in. And first time was, okay, we both die immediately because we haven't played Warzone in a while. And I die in the new Gulag because, fuck, I had no idea what the fuck you do in the new Gulag. And then we just both got kicked.
I got out and I got back, and then it was just like, El Crashio!
And then my game froze and got kicked. I just wouldn't load up a new game while I was waiting.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that I'm not talking about. That was my bad because everything was unstable until I worked out what I'd done.
GTA.
To be honest, what I'd done was I'd went from 4.5 gigahertz to, I think I had it at one point running at, I think during that evening it was running at 4.7, but I hadn't dickered with the settings at all in terms of voltage or anything else. So it was never going to be stable because what I'd done is start with a higher overclock and sort of got it back down to somewhere I was like, right, that's going to be comfortable and be good. But
I forgot about it.
when I turned the wick up on the overclock, I never turned the voltages back up because I crept back down in the voltages until I found something that was reasonable. And then forgot all about it.
It was very funny for just hearing Adam scream, what the fuck is... Oh, wait a... I remember I did something stupid. And then when I did all this, just Adam on his phone, just, what the fuck's going on? Oh, right. I'm pretty sure it's still there. I haven't catalogued the New Year shit, but I might be able to get the soundbite for that. No.
It was only because I checked in Task Manager if there was something funny running, and I was like, that's going faster than it should be.
So
I guess just to circle back, like the comparison there is like a game that's free and a game that loads of people pre-ordered to the point where they made all their money back on the game before the game even came out, and then people on PS4 and Xbox couldn't play the game. Like it was a big
shit! Then it turned into the whole
and
thing.
they took it off the store.
Raj, I would argue that Warzone isn't really free.
Oh.
Now, don't get me wrong, you can play Warzone for free, but
I do.
if you're going to look at a similarly awful debacle, look at what happened with Cold War. They completely botched that launch. Tried to bake it into their old engine.
Wait, was this Black Ops 4?
Yeah.
Shit, is that out? I honestly did not notice it. I didn't know it came out at all.
What are you talking? It forced you through the cutscene.
Yeah, I thought that was a downloadable bullshit thing where it's like, oh, we're going to have a new island and some new missions and shit.
No, but basically you paid for a full game, which ruined the game you already had, and the game that you got by combining the two.
I feel there's some Warcraft.
And on top of that,
There
it
are
was
some
buggy
Warcraft
as
3
fuck.
like people watching this going, "Arr!" like flashbacks on the HD thing about it. So we got like 5 minutes left. Let's talk about what's coming eventually. Raj, have you any more tech photos on the horizon?
So we recently did an episode on facial recognition, which I thought was pretty good, and then I recorded a solo episode on the social dilemma, and well, basically because we were going to do it together, but then Egerton just didn't get time to watch it, and so I was like, well, I kind of want to just get my thoughts recorded, and so I said, hey, I'll just record my own episode, and so we have an episode of that done, which is just hopefully interesting. Did either of you see Social Dilemma? The film?
I haven't watched it yet.
Wait, is it the one where it's just like what social media is doing to us?
Yeah.
I didn't want to watch it because I thought it depressed me. The amount of social media I use.
Raj, have you read the book or watched the film The Circle?
Wait, is the one where Tom Hanks is the
No, I know of it.
Yeah, it is a Tom Hanks film. The book is far better, but actually that was quite a good adaptation overall.
Okay.
Just more on that subject matter,
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll check it out.
Me and Adam literally the other night recorded a brand new episode of Cinema Nasty. He's drumming his camera. We talked about Tremors. Now we talked about this in the episode.
How did you not get that?
I know. So we talked about it at the beginning of the episode. We're going to talk about it again now. Egerton was supposed to be with us, but unfortunately he was unavailable, and we're going to make him watch something far worse. And we decided what film we're going to make him watch. That'll be a surprise because we're not going to tell him until we make him watch the movie. But yeah, watch the Tremors. There might be some linking to Adam and the Starlight movie. We also might be recording a brand new audio, possibly audio only. We were still working the format. Film podcast, just where we bitch about certain things that we like to talk about. The first film is just going to be about Godzilla. Hey Raj, do you want to be on our film our Cinema Nasty audio podcast?
Wait, about Godzilla?
Okay, no, episode 1 will be about Godzilla. Basically,
okay.
franchises, cliches.
Thing.
Yeah,
no, Dave, it's not. You're already making it more serious than it sounds. By
right.
that I mean, the way you're listing things.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about, we pick, for example, Godzilla, and we discuss it, but it's not you have to sit and watch all the Godzillas or something like that. It's gonna be us chatting about something we already know about.
Yeah.
So if you don't know about Godzilla, you ring next week and we talk about Jackie Chan.
Let's last 2 episodes because
that's an example.
Ooh, we're doing an episode on Jackie Chan. Yeah,
we will be doing one. We don't know if it's going to be next week. That was more just an example.
I thought it was just going to be the first 2 episodes we do because it's the first 2 we discussed.
Well, I know I argued for Godzilla versus Jackie Chan, but
that was
why you were against it.
It was very much due, and I couldn't really input on the versus part. But there's something I want to try to do for the next stream, the actual stream nights and gameplay. And Adam's pleased with the idea. Patrick is curious about the idea, and I need to work out how to do it. Adam thinks he can already get his side running. So
I can get it running. The other thing is I can get it running on the original hardware with some rigging if I needed to, but I've also got a lot of emulation options.
Yeah. So
also run.
Okay, so it's not a secret that me, Adam, and Patrick are Resident Evil fans. We just do. We like those games. We're going to try to play Resident Evil Outbreak File 1, which is the first co-op Resident Evil game, but it's the old school one. The one on PS2 where it's still in the tank controls and the fixed camera. Yeah. And I've never played the game. It's one of the ones I never got around to playing, and it's up to it's up to 4 players. So if Raj is a decent PC, I might bully him. But yeah, I can't tell if it's a yes or no.
I think
just a piece to say yeah.
But yeah, might be me, Patrick, and Ryan. Where did Ryan come from? Who the fuck's Ryan?
Ryan.
I think I just had a stroke.
Ryan.
No, I genuinely think I had a stroke.
Ryan.
Hey, Rob, settle down.
No, it's like you look Adam in the face and you say his name and suddenly Ryan comes up. Who the fuck is Ryan? I know Ryan's, but no.
Ryan.
Ringo, calm it.
But Billy Bob.
Is that what I am to you? Just a Ryan?
Yeah, I don't.
After all we've been through, I'm just
I'm
Ryan to
genuinely
you?
concerned where the fuck Ryan came from.
Ronald, this is not funny.
Greg, I'm scared. Philip, help us. You and your English ways. And yeah, us three playing.
Please.
Everything I said
Greg.
started with an R at least.
Oh Christ! That was a proper like brain just going, eh? Yeah, I might have had a stroke there, on camera. That was weird.
Okay, how exciting.
How exciting! Yes, wow. But yeah, that's some stuff. We have other things we're plotting.
Some drama has been added to the show.
Yeah, we've got other stuff we're plotting and things, but that's still early days. And yeah,
I
Happy New Year to everyone who watches and have fun. I've been David. This has been Raj, and that one down there has been. Damn it! Actually, it was Ryan. That was
It's
bullshit
Ryan,
off the top of my head.
actually.
You're such a bastard. You didn't even let me discuss the content that I was going to deliver.
Go on then, Ryan.
Well, I actually had some schemes. Obviously, I moved my house.
Oh, yeah, you
We are probably going to get something about what happens with me rigging up the network and, you know, the entertainment in terms of the smart devices and everything else. We're also possibly at some point going to have a nice bicker between Raj and I, if we can organize it, about God knows what and technology.
Ooh.
So,
Whether it's
wait,
whether it's under Tech Bros or whether
no.
Oh,
This is
actually,
Tech Foes. The opposite of Tech Bros, Tech Foes.
Oh yeah, we could do like a battle thing where we like.
That's quite good. I
know-
like that.
listen,
we could.
I know fuck all
Yeah.
about this. Can I be the
Like-
judge?
Like neither of us wants to be on the side of widespread facial recognition tech, but how fun would it be to advocate for that versus defend
I
against
would
it?
love to sign this. This sounds like a really good show.
You know,
but
just
I
as
just
a
realized this
specific
show
example.
exists. The Escapist has the show already. It's called A Very Civil War.
Oh,
I
slightly
said it
civil
was
war.
going to be
Yeah, I like
fucking civil.
Yeah. But anyway, there's that. Join us.
Oh, the other thing is, I'm working on a new project with a friend. We'll see if that gets aired.
Which I hope it does, because that one actually does sound quite fun. But once again, that's for
You
us.
mean the music one and not the one where I poison homeless people, right?
Wait, I think I'm hunting them for sport.
it.
Oh.
He poisons them, knocks them out, gets them to an island, and then it's just 40 minutes fighting with a crossbow. Anyway,
Either show.
on that, so if you want to see more
My friend,
so
about the
Adam,
other show, my friends just
Adam.
rang me, so let's call it.
Okay, so fuck's sake. If you want more, head over to infinitycast.co.uk. Go onto our YouTube, like, share, subscribe, all that bullshit that somehow makes this work better. I don't know. Other YouTube people say that. I fucking know. But yeah, watch Tech Bros. Watch more episodes of this. Watch Stream Night at twitch.tv/this is my code. Hopefully the Resident Evil works. And also Cinema
Watch a
Nasty.
Cinema Nasty.
A Cinema Nasty, where we're talking about Tremors. Ooh. Have fun. Bye-bye.
Dave hates not getting the last word. Goodbye.
Raj turned into a moth there. Do it again.
You're a
It was a tremor. Look, I'm tremoring. Whoa.
Anyway, another reason I said that was so I get the last word. Bye.